Let's begin the chapter. The name of the chapter is General Principle of Isolation of Elements. So, as the title says, we have to study about the principle which is used in the isolation of elements, then how they are isolated. Then now, it is a matter of thinking that how these elements are isolated. So, this is how, first of all, mining is done. Then after that, that mining, they are cleaned with the help of water where soil and everything is removed. That process is known as concentration of ore. And finally, from ore, we used to get metal, and then from metal, we used to get that article in this way. So this is the different techniques which are used for the different isolation of metal. These are the different principles which we use it here. Now let's begin this chapter. The first thing is that the word minerals. Now what are minerals? So naturally occurring chemical substances in the earth crust which are obtainable by mining, they are called minerals. मतलब जब भी कभी जमीन में डायरेक्टली खुदाई होती है और खोदने के बाद जो भी चीज द क्रूड सब्सटेंस विच इज ऑब्टेन्ड दैट इज नोन एज मिनरल मीन्स any substance which is obtained from the earth crust by mining, that is known as minerals. Now from this minerals some metal can be extracted. It is said that those minerals in which a metal may be found only if you are viable to be used as source of that metal. मतलब बोला है कि जमीन से जो भी कुछ निकल करके आता है, whatever comes out from the earth surface, it is not viable, means it is not possible that we can extract a metal from that mineral. So the mineral from which a metal can be extracted profitably, that mineral is known as ore. Once again I am repeating, everything that is obtained from the earth crust that cannot be used for the source of a metal. So those minerals which are used as a source of some metal, they are known as ores. Next one, whenever anything will come out from the earth crust or from the core of the earth, that will have some inherent earthly particles which will be attached to it, which contains like जिसमें शायद सैंड हो सकते हैं, सम सैंड अमाउंट विल बी देयर, क्ले विल बी देयर, ये सभी चीजें उसमें हो सकती हैं. सो एन ओर कंटेन्स rarely a desired substance in the earth crust obtainable by mining. It is usually contaminated with earthly or undesired material, and those materials are known as gangue particles. What are gangue particles? Whenever a mineral is obtained from the earth crust, it has some earthly particles which is already present on the surface of it. जैसे मान लो कोई भी एक पत्थर अगर जमीन से निकल करके आएगा तो उसके ऊपर बालू मिट्टी कुछ भी कुछ लगा रहेगा. So those extra sand and earth, clay, everything whatever is stick to it, they are known as gangue particles. They are termed as gangue particles. Another one, the entire process, the entire process of this one, the extraction of metals from minerals or ores, that is known as metallurgy. And now we are going to study this technological process which is used for isolation of metal from its ore. That is, we are going to know about metallurgy now. What is metallurgy? So metallurgy, it is a process which is used for the isolation of metal from its ore. Now let us begin. What are the different steps involved in metallurgy? We are going to learn about that one now. Let's see. The extraction and the isolation of metals means जो भी कुछ जमीन से निकल के आएगा उससे हमें अब मेटल अलग करना है. Then what are the process which are involved in this extraction? We are going to see. They are basically divided into three major steps. They are divided into three major steps. The first one is concentration of the ore. The next one is isolation of the metal from its concentrated ore, and the last one is your purification of the metal. These three steps are basically involved in extraction as well as isolation of metal from ore. and these are the ores of different metals. देखो एल्यूमिनियम के ओर का नाम है बॉक्स. Aluminium is obtained from the ore whose name is bauxite. The formula of bauxite is this one, AlOx, then OH will be 3 to twice x, where 0 is less than x is greater than 1. And another ore for aluminium is kaolinite. There the formula is this one. The iron ore is hematite, and due to this hematite, the presence of iron in our blood, it gives the name hemoglobin. Hemoglobin कहते हैं ना, hemoglobin comes due to this word hematite. So the ore of iron is hematite. The formula for hematite is Fe2O3. Similarly, another ore of iron is magnetite. And another ore is your siderite. Then the formula is FeCO3. Iron pyrite, FeSO2. And similarly for copper, it is copper pyrites. Copper, another one, it is malachite. Then another one again, it is given, it is copper glans. So now these ores, for 1 mark question, these, as I said in the initial stage, that this chapter contains I think 4 marks only, 4 or 6. Then for 1 mark objective type question is given that name an ore of aluminium. Then in that case you have to write either of these two, या तो bauxite लिखोगे या तो kaolinite लिखोगे. Name one ore of iron, then out of these 4, one you have to write. So these type of questions come from here, and they will be all of objective type. So these are different ores for the some common metals which we use in our day-to-day life, that is aluminium, iron, copper or zinc. These 4 metals, these are their ores. More of them you can get in your book. Now let us see the processes one by one. First process was here, the concentration of ore. So now let's begin with the concentration of ore. The first step says that concentration of ore means removal of the unwanted materials, that is sand, clays, etc. from the ore, that is known as concentration, dressing or beneficiation. These three are the name for your first process, that is concentration of ore. Now concentration of ore, they also have different things here. You see, we want to remove the unwanted material जहाँ पर sand है and clays are present. So we all know that किसी भी चीज में से मिट्टी अगर निकालना है, then we have to wash it. Now this washing, how they are done in different stages, we are going to see this. Now concentration of ore, they involve several steps, and selection of these steps depend upon the difference in the physical property of the compound of the metal which is present and that of the gangue. मतलब if you have a rock suppose, and this rock contains suppose mercury. Now we know that ये mercury तो liquid state में exist करता है. Now if you are washing this with water, तो ये mercury भी निकल करके चला जाएगा. So what is the way that you are to remove the gangue particles that depend on the physical property of the metal which is contained in that mineral or contained in that ore? That is, here it is written that concentration of ore involves several steps, and selection of these steps depends upon the differences in the physical property of the compound of the metal which is present in that gangue or in the mineral. Now we are going to see that what are these several steps which are involved in the concentration, means what are the different ways of washing out these gangue particles. मतलब ये sand, clay जो भी कुछ present है, इनको remove करने के लिए how do we wash this mineral? Let's see this. The first one is hydraulic washing. Now what is hydraulic washing here? Based on the differences in the gravities of the ore and the gangue particles, it is therefore a type of gravity separation. Now hydraulic washing means what? Here an upward stream of running water is used to wash the powdered ore. Means जो भी कुछ ore मिला है, first of all that is made in the powdered state. Now this is washed with running water, and the lighter gangue particles are washed away and the heavier ore particles are left behind. Now these all are technical processes. You see, क्या होता है कि जो भी कुछ ore है उसको पाउडर कर दिया गया है, that is powdered here. Now that is washed with running water. Now in the running water what will happen? The lighter gangue particle they will move away, but जो भारी वाला है वो पीछे की तरफ रह जाएगा. So we are left with the pure one and the gangue particles, they are separated. Another one, this is magnetic separation. Here, this is based on the difference of the magnetic properties of the ore components. If either the ore or the gangue, if any of this is capable of being attracted by a magnetic field, then such separations are carried out. जैसे iron ore को देखो, this is the thing. Now this is a magnetic roller. Now that grounded ore, whatever the ore we had, that is poured from. Now this is a magnetic roller. तो जो भी कुछ iron होगा, that will be attracted to this one, but whereas the one which is non-magnetic, that will be moved away farther because that will be a lighter one, तो वो दूर जा करके गिरेगा. In this way we are separating the magnetic and the non-magnetic substances. This is your magnetic separation. Another one, this is the Froth flotation method. These all are the different ways of concentration of ores, where we are concentrating, means now we are removing only the gangue particles of these components. Now this method has been in use for removing gangue particles from sulfide ore. Now this is a selective one, means this Froth flotation method that will be used only for the sulfide ore. Here a suspension of the powdered ore is made. If it is visible to you, you see what is done here. A suspension of the powdered ore is made with water. मतलब क्या करते हैं कि इस तरह से करके जो ore है उसको इस तरह से वाटर में डिसॉल्व करते हैं. It is dissolved in water. The ore is dissolved in water, and after that, to it, collectors and Froth stabilizers are added. The mineral particles become wet by oils, while the gangue particles by water. A rotating paddle agitates the mixture. Now what happens? A rotating paddle is inserted here. मतलब this type of a rotating paddle is inserted here, and then that is rotated. Then when it is rotated, what happens? ये अंदर इस तरह से करके घूमेगा. Then when it will rotate, the gangue particles, they are light, so they will come above in the froth. You see, froth is created here. Froth मतलब झाग, that फेना, that froth is created here. In that one we will get our gangue particles, and our pure metallic particles, they will remain here in the solution. और इस froth को हम लोग बाद में अलग कर लेते हैं. The froth is light and is skimmed off. It is then dried for the recovery of the ore particles. This is your Froth flotation method. Now, leaching is also a technique. Now, how it is done? Leaching is often used if the ore is soluble in some suitable solvent. Bauxite is the principal ore of aluminium. In the starting stage, we saw bauxite is the ore. It usually contains silicon dioxide. Here, iron oxides and titanium oxides are the impurities. Means mainly they have silicon dioxide, but iron oxides and titanium oxides, they are the impurities. Then concentration is carried out by heating the powdered ore with a concentrated solution of sodium hydroxide at 473 to 523 Kelvin. Means whatever the ore I have, that is heated with concentrated solution of NaOH. मतलब सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का एक सोल्यूशन बनाया जाएगा, एंड इन दैट यू आर एडिंग योर पाउडर्ड ओर, and then we have to heat it at 473 to 523 Kelvin, and the pressure will be 35 to 36 bar pressure. Now this process is called digestion. So what is digestion? So heating of the ore in the presence of sodium hydroxide at 473 to 523 Kelvin and 35 to 36 bar pressure, that is known as digestion. This way we can also extract aluminium oxide or sodium aluminate. In this way, means when this Al2O3 will be reacted with sodium hydroxide, means what is said that the ore is heated with sodium hydroxide, then in that case we will get sodium aluminate. This is the reaction here. You see, ये एल्यूमिनियम डाइऑक्साइड है, एल्यूमिनियम ट्राइऑक्साइड, इसको हमने क्या किया, सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड के साथ हीट कर दिया. नाउ व्हेन वी आर हीटिंग दिस वन, वी आर गेटिंग इट एज sodium aluminate from here. Now from here the impurity Si2, it is also dissolved as sodium सिलिकेट इन द फर्स्ट केस। हियर जो Si2 आयरन ऑक्साइड और टाइटेनियम ऑक्साइड ये सारे इम्प्यूरिटीज थे, तो Si2 जो है वो यहाँ पर डिसॉल्व हो जाता है एंड अदर इम्प्यूरिटीज आर लेफ्ट बिहाइंड। So now the sodium aluminate present in the solution is neutralized by passing carbon dioxide gas. Now this is your sodium aluminate compound. Now to this carbon dioxide gas is passed and hydrated aluminium trioxide is precipitated. Here small amount of freshly prepared sample of Al2O3 is also added to the solution. This is called seeding. It induces the precipitation. Means जब इस sodium aluminate compound को when this sodium aluminate compound is passed by CO2 gas, then what happens that Al2O3 starts precipitating out, मतलब Al2O3 form होना शुरू हो जाता है। To increase the formation, what is said, अलग से pure Al2O3 डाला जाता है and this process is known as your seeding. This seeding process increases the formation of Al2O3. मतलब in short अगर कह लें कि Al2O3 को एक तरह से लालच दिया जाता है कि यहाँ पर और Al2O3 है, तुम भी फॉर्म होने लगो। So here Al2O3 starts forming out and this process is known as seeding. This is your leaching process. Now another here in the metallurgy of silver and gold. Now these all were used where the metals are a bit reactive. लेकिन जो silver and gold होता है, the respective metal is leached out with dilute solution of sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide in the presence of air. The metal is obtained by replacement reaction here. देखो reaction. This is your reaction. मतलब अगर silver and gold they are of least reactivity, इतना ज़्यादा reactivity नहीं होता है इनका. They are least reactive, so we don't need to do much of means labor for them. डायरेक्टली क्या करना है, जो भी सिल्वर और गोल्ड का मेटल है उनको सीधे ये साइनाइड और वाटर के साथ ट्रीट कर दो इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, यू विल गेट योर मेटल इन द प्योर स्टेट. मेटल जो है ये डायरेक्ट बाहर निकल के आ जाएगा विद इन 2 steps you will get your metal in the pure state. Means this many number of steps like concentration, फिर उसके बाद में purification, these all things are not required for silver and gold. They can directly be obtained by replacement reaction. मतलब पहले स्टेप में मेटल को साइनाइड के साथ रिएक्ट करके मेटल साइनाइड बना लिया जाएगा. Then again in the following step this metal cyanide is reacted with zinc where replacement reaction होकर ये cyanide चला जाएगा zinc के पास and this metal will be left alone. So here you will get your pure metal and these metals are your silver and gold in this cases. Aluminium for the synthesis of aluminium, for the extraction of aluminium, one special process is used. This process is known as Hall-Héroult process. Hall-Héroult process here what is done? ये metallurgical process है जहाँ पर aluminium oxide. Now what we said in the previous slide here what I said that the aluminium Al2O3 precipitated out, but what we want pure aluminium. We don't want this oxygen. So यहाँ से अब ऑक्सीजन को कैसे अलग करेंगे? So for removing the oxygen we have this technique here. देखो यहाँ पर क्या किया है, purified aluminium O3 means जो वहाँ पर पिछले वाले में रिसीव हुआ था, that one is mixed with this compound or calcium fluoride which lowers the melting point of the mix and brings the conductivity. The fused matrix is electrolyzed. This is a technical मतलब एक process है जो पूरा किया गया है यहाँ पर, where the reaction which occurs is this one, means this aluminium oxide that reacts with carbon, wherein you will get your pure aluminium, and this process is known as your Hall-Héroult process. In Hall-Héroult process we use carbon and the purified aluminium that was obtained in the previous stage. Now this anode cathode reaction we will be discussing while we will be studying the chapter electrochemistry. Now the extraction of crude metal from the concentrated ore. Now till now whatever we discussed, there we were concentrating it. Concentrating means we were removing the gangue particles, only the impurities which were present due to the earth crust. Now the concentration process involves conversion to oxide, then the next one is reduction to metal, and the last one is your, now we will see these 2 steps where how the conversion to oxide is done and how the reduction of the oxide to metal is done. Now conversion to oxide मतलब क्या है, जो भी metal हमें मिला है, whatever the metal we have got, metal compound, that metal compound, जैसे अगर मान लो metal carbonate मिला है, suppose some MCO3 you have got, then that one you have to make only MO, means you have to convert only to metal oxide, और ये बाकी कार्बन कार्बन कुछ नहीं रहना चाहिए उसमें. Now let us see how it is done. Here the first step is calcination. Class 10 में पढ़ा होगा. Calcination means heating a substance in limited supply of air. Here you see. Now when will be calcination done? The opposite of calcination is roasting. This one you have studied in your 10th. Calcination and roasting. Calcination means heating a substance in limited supply of air, and roasting means heating a substance in excess of air. Then calcination involves when the volatile matter escapes, leaving behind the metal oxide. Now you see, यहाँ पर देखो जिंक कार्बोनेट था, तो जिंक कार्बोनेट में से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो है वो वॉलेटाइल है, मीन्स इट कैन फॉर्म वेपर. तो देखो जिंक कार्बोनेट को हमने जब हीट किया इन लिमिटेड सप्लाई ऑफ, it converted to zinc oxide and this carbon dioxide has evolved. Similarly, roasting में क्या होता है? The ore is heated in a regular supply of air. Regular supply of air in a furnace at a temperature which is below the melting point of the metal. अब मान लो जैसे कि तुम कोई एक कंपाउंड है जिसको हीट कर रहे हो, सपोज जिंक कार्बोनेट यू आर हीटिंग इट, देन इन दैट केस द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ दिस मेटल उससे कम होना होगा. ये जो टेम्परेचर मीन्स यू आर हीटिंग दिस वन हियर, यू आर अप्लाइड अ टेम्परेचर, the temperature should be lower than the melting point of the metal which is present in your mineral or present in your ore. The sulfide ores of copper are heated in a reverberatory furnace. Means the furnace in which these are heated, they are reverberatory furnace. Now here the reaction you see. तो अब calcination कब करेंगे और roasting कब करेंगे? When we are going to do calcination and when we are going to do roasting. See here, when my concentrated ore, जब मेरे कंसंट्रेटेड ओर में ऑलरेडी ऑक्सीजन प्रेजेंट होगा, इन दैट केस वी विल डू कैल्सिनेशन. एंड व्हेन माय कंसंट्रेटेड ओर विल नॉट हैव ऑक्सीजन, देन इन दैट केस वी हैव टू डू रोस्टिंग. जस्ट एज इन दिस केस यू सी, माय कंसंट्रेटेड ओर वाज जिंक सल्फाइड, इसमें कहीं भी ऑक्सीजन नहीं है, तो इसीलिए देखो उसमें रोस्टिंग किया गया है, वेयर कंस्टेंट सप्लाई ऑफ एयर मतलब ऑक्सीजन दिया गया है, there we have made zinc oxide. But if my ore already contains oxygen in it, then we are to do calcination. It means that we have to heat it in limited supply of air, and we will get the oxide. Means our final aim is that we have to make it an oxide. Oxide तो बनाना ही है, चाहे calcination से बनाओ या roasting से बनाओ. Another one is now extraction of this conversion of oxide we have done. Now we have to reduce that one. Now reduction means what? The removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen. So अब अगर हम इसका reduction कर दें, if we are removing the oxygen, then we will get our pure metal. Then let us see how this is done. देखो, reduction of oxide to metal. Reduction of metal oxide usually involves heating it with some other substance which act as the reducing agent. Now in the reducing agent, कार्बन और कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड और इवन सम मेटल्स कैन बी यूज्ड. जैसे देखो यहाँ पर सपोज MO आया है तुम्हारे पास, इफ यू हैव MO then now you can means react with carbon, then that oxygen will bind with carbon and this metal you will get in pure state. This metal you will get in your pure state here. जैसे in the previous reaction में देखो, here what did you get in the final step? ZNO. So now if you are reacting your ZNO, this ZNO, if you are reacting with carbon, then you will get Zn plus CO. Now this Y means number of oxygen, the number of atoms of oxygen will be equal to the number of atoms of your carbon. This is the reduction of oxide to metal process. These were the processes where we were, first of all we concentrated it, then we begin with the reduction to oxide, conversion to oxide, then we have done the reduction to oxide. Now the final steps come where we have to means purify it. मतलब ये जो भी कुछ एलिमेंट्स हमें मिल रहे हैं, what suppose in this reaction, जैसे यहाँ पर हमें ये Zn मिला है, this Zn is not in the pure state. क्या पता कि इसमें कुछ atoms of oxygen लगे हों. What if some atoms of oxygen are already binded on it, because oxygen is present in the gaseous state. So if this is pure or not, we cannot see this one. So that purification technique, that is again a different topic here. which was actually deleted from the last year's syllabus. Yet also we will be discussing it here. But before that, let us see some of the uses. Now, where are aluminium foils used? So, aluminium foils are used as wrappers for chocolates. The fine dust of the metal is used in paints and lacquers. Then aluminium, which is being highly reactive, it is also used in extraction of chromium and manganese from their oxides. And wires of aluminium, they are used as electricity conductors, that we know it. And alloys containing aluminium, they are very light and they are very useful. Now, this lacquers, this is a new word for you. LACQUERS. What does this mean? So this means that a liquid which is made up of a substance which is dissolved in alcohol or synthetic substance which dries to form hard and protective coating for wood metal. मतलब जैसे कोई wood है और वो soft है, then to this lacquers is added. मतलब एक तरह का सनमाइका. If you have heard the word सनमाइका, then सनमाइके की तरह होता है जो उस wood को ऊपर से एक hard layer दे देता है. That is known as your lacquer. So this aluminium that is used in your lacquers. Then finally wrappers of chocolates is used. These all things are known to you. Copper. Copper is used for making wires in the electrical industry. It is used for water and steam pipes. It is used in several alloys which are rather tougher than the metal itself. जैसे brass में बनाते हैं, bronze में बनाते हैं, coinage alloy. These bronze metals that are given वो copper और tin के alloys होते हैं. Brass मतलब कांसा, जिसे आप लोग हिंदी में तांबा जो कहते हो कांसा, that is copper and zinc. These two when they are alloyed they are known as brass. And coinage alloy मतलब पुराने जमाने में जो सिक्के मिलते थे, वो जो coins होते थे, those coins are an alloy of copper and nickel. Zinc. Zinc is used for galvanizing iron. मतलब आयरन जो है उस पर जल्दी जंग ना लगे, इस वजह से आयरन के ऊपर जिंक का कोटिंग किया जाता है. So that is used for galvanizing iron. It is also used in large quantities in batteries as a constituent of many alloys. जैसे ब्रास में भी यूज किया जाता है, फिर जर्मन सिल्वर में यूज किया जाता है. Then zinc dust, this is used as reducing agent. If you remember benzene वाला जो किया था, this phenol we have treated with zinc dust, then that is directly converted to benzene in the chapter of phenols. So this zinc dust, it is used as reducing agent in the manufacture of dye stuffs and paints. So these were your portion which were included in the last chapter. Thank you for watching the video up to here. Have a good day.